Welcome to Master the Game. I am Juice, and tonight we are playing our Descent into Avernus campaign. This is the Kobold spin-off. We are on episode 8 of the All Kobold Party. It's been a lot of fun. We almost had our full party tonight. We are down one player, but we have a returning castmate who hasn't been here for a while. So excited to have him back. And because he's been gone for so long, we're going to start with Bill. So, Bill, introduce yourself and your character.
Okay, I'm Bill Allen. You can find me on YouTube and all the other things as Bill Allen. I am playing Ufa, the Kobold Rogue. And I did change his build a little bit because I honestly don't remember why I made him a rogue monk. So I changed him. He's now just a straight rogue, but he is the divine agent archetype. So I feel like Ufa is going to be exploring the reason why he's been condemned to Avernus and trying to find his purpose and what his holy dragon gods want him to do here.
Okay.
That's my jam.
I love it. Next up, let's go to Harold.
Hello, I'm Harold, aka Blackthorn's Apothecary on TikTok, as well as the Lore Keeper on Blackthorn Presents. And I am playing Resurrect the Reaper, a kobold who believes that he is a black dragon who has been cursed into a kobold form. So he's pretty much just looking for a way to break this curse.
I love it. It's one of my favorite character arcs going on. Next up, Paula.
I am Paula, and tonight I will be playing Arkmir, who is a warlock and now also a sorcerer. She is pretty much terrified of most everything. I'm not really sure why she's even an adventurer at this point, except she has found new purpose in our black dragon friend, who is now her leader, and she will do everything that, he advises that we do, because dragons are very, very smart creatures. So
Very true. And last, Nate.
Hey everyone, my name is Nate, and I am playing Dugo, a kobold sorcerer who was recently, Dugo is very curious. He loves kind of exploring and new adventures and always on the search for interesting artifacts, but recently was contacted by none other than Tiamat. And that was an interesting encounter for him. And he is now sort of an agent of Tiamat, a minion of some kind or something.
Or a patron. Yeah. He's also a new color. He's no longer black. I believe he is now red.
That's right. Dugo just got back from the salon.
Nice. And then Tabisa is not here tonight. So last session, we started where you guys were on the outside of the Bone Brambles. It was a wicked wood of white bone-like trees with thorns and very densely populated, which made navigating through its trails very difficult. You guys got lost. You found a body of some sort. I believe you guys had you found a bag on the body, and things like that. The bag tried to eat you guys when you tried to take the soul coins out of it. That was wild. With the back and forth wrestling match with this bag. You managed to survive, except Dugo did kind of get sucked into it. That was when he woke up with Tiamat in front of him. And Tiamat asked if he would serve her, and he said yes. The rest of the party found the Red Hag's hut, or Red Ruth, at the center of the Bramblewood. after stumbling through these thorns and everything, and did a ritual. Gave up some soul coins and stuff like that, and for this ritual. But before they did the ritual, that was when they dumped out the bag to get the remaining soul coins to pay Red Ruth, and covered the ground with Dugo's stuff, and then a red Dugo popped out of his stuff. Then you guys paid Red Ruth to do the ritual. You asked her some questions. You guys were trying to find out how to reverse what was it called? Ralzala, her curse, her being committed to being stuck at defending the demon zapper. And she's the one who originally had sent you to Red Ruth. So she told you she knew how, but in order to give you the answer, she wanted you guys to set her up with a spa day instead. So if you set up a spa day, she would run another ritual to figure out how to remove the curse on Ralzala. Or I'm sorry, not a curse. Ralzala's committed to Zariel and bound to her, and this would break that oath, basically. So you guys had agreed to it. You went off to the Wandering Emporium after she put it on a map for you on how to get there. Razarak finally got to drive his vehicle, and he was thrilled, like a dog sticking its head out a window with the wind, just loving it. You found the Wandering Emporium, and what were your guys' impressions of the Wandering Emporium? Tell me what happened there.
Well, we met that sketchy dude.
Which one?
We made a sketchy deal.
That's a fair point. There were several people. But I know we got the spa day.
I believe didn't someone try to convince us to kill Ralzala or
yes, that was the guy selling the larvas, and he was like, "I'll give you whatever you want if you kill someone for me."
He was going to give you all 9 of his soul
Yep.
coins.
I hate selling larva, but this is what I have to do because I made a bargain. And we were like, yeah, sure, kill a guy.
Yeah, we're pretty much, it's fine.
Oh, that's right.
No big deal.
We didn't agree to kill Ralzala, did we? We agreed to kill the
Oh,
spa owner?
yeah, it
Mahadi.
was
Yeah.
the guy who owns the spa. This is the guy we met when we first got there.
Yeah, the
Mhm.
guy that hooked us up with the spa treatment.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
It was
and
Zeneth.
chicken.
He's a old hobgoblin warlord.
There you go.
Zeneth.
Yeah.
Zeneth. Okay.
Yep.
So we kind of figured, why not? Why not kill somebody while we're already here? Get some
Yeah.
more soul coins.
And you were told that he couldn't tell you anything about Mahadi, but that everyone he's asked to do this has always died.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah, we
I-
pretty much have no information on really why we're doing it. We're just kind of like, yeah, we'll help you out.
Yeah, he told you he couldn't
Isn't that pretty
disclose
much
it,
it?
and he's not
Yeah.
allowed. He's not physically able to disclose any information about Mahadi.
Have my reasonings as to why he is physically unable, and I can't. I'm not wasting the spell for that. I will just kill the guy.
Yeah, everything is totally on the up and up with the
But-
whole situation.
But you guys know Mahadi owns the spa, and he owns the Wandering Emporium. So you want to make sure that Red Ruth gets her bath first.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And that was kind of where we left off with that. So with that though, we have, I want to call you Mufasa, but it's not Mufasa. It's what is his name again? It is
Ufa.
Oofa.
So Ufa, you've been traveling through this desert for probably weeks. I mean, technically, you guys have all been in Avernus for probably a little over a month. And Ufa, most of that time you've spent by yourself just wandering the desert. Maybe you've come across different things. You've probably seen hell wasps, these giant wasps the size of full-length, vans. You've seen swarms of blood bugs, sturges that latch on to just whatever they can see that's alive or seemingly alive. And you've found ways with your roguelike abilities to dodge them. The heat has been unbearable. You've maybe been lucky enough to stumble across bodies that had water skins still full, and you've just barely been getting by. And
Yes.
you are currently walking through this desert, and the heat is scorching. You can feel that something is beating off your head, but you can't really tell what it is because of how thick the sweat is running down your face and the cloudiness of it all. However, for a moment, it clears up a little bit, and you can tell these are gnats that are pinging off of you, getting stuck in your sweat. And you can smell death in this situation. It continues to clear up, though. And in fact, you suddenly feel it stops pelting off of you. And you can see, for the first time in a while, you see these strange contraptions. And this is probably not something you have seen yet while marching through Avernus, but these, in the distance, these metal, spiky, looks like razor wheels, and these wagons that are made of metal and have sharp things off of them, and hanging from the back. Maybe they have like wrecking balls, and there's a bunch of them lined up. And on the other side of them, you see some tents, probably a few hundred feet away still.
Is this like the first sign of civilization that I've ever seen?
For a while, yes.
Yeah,
Yep.
I'm gonna move in full as stealthy as I can be mode to try to get a closer look and see if these are maybe other survivors who I could band up with. Just trying to scope that out.
Okay. Give me a stealth check.
Stealth check. Oof is pretty good at stealth. He's not bad, let's say that. That's going to be a 20, dirty 20.
Okay. Yeah, you feel like you're pretty stealthy. You slip up there. You make the whole distance up there, and you go between these things. They're clearly vehicles of some sort, but you don't see any animals to pull them or anything like that.
Ooh, maybe they're pulled by phantom steeds or some other strange magical dweemer.
I love it. Looking through, you can see near one of the tents is a very well-dressed man. He's got a full beard, wearing a lot of gold jewelry, and he's kind of just looking around. And in fact, you can see one area in particular he's looking at is the far tent. And at this tent, all you can see are these cages with large larvae in them, the size of footballs, that are kind of pulsing in these cages. You see about 4 of these larvae.
Okay. I'm going to assume that that's a bad thing. I'm going to try to avoid the larva. But can I see if anyone, if there's any supplies or anything that maybe looks like water skins or anything that could be helpful or useful?
You see, yeah, you can actually see, it looks like these tents are arranged in a way kind of like a market. You can see at one tent there looks to be like weapons and things for sale, and you can actually see what looks like a trough. You can't tell what's in it, but outside of one of the tents is a very large trough. Could be water or could be food to feed animals. You don't see any animals around though.
Interesting. I guess I'll try to sneak over to the trough and see if that water is like drinkable for people like me.
Okay. Yeah. So I'll just keep your current roll. You slink behind the tent that guy was standing at, and you go around the outside. You come between two of the tents where that trough is, and it looks a little dirty, but you being a sewer kobold, it looks beautiful.
Okay, I'm gonna go up. I'm gonna stealth up and just take a handful and put my tongue to it, see if it tastes normal. Give it a sniff, and if it does, I'm gonna drink just a handful of that water.
It tastes and smells refreshing.
I dunk my entire head into the trough and begin drinking as much as I can, and then for 10 seconds or whatever. And then when I pop back up, I try to use some of the water to kind of splash onto my head and get the gnats off and all that thing. Do I see any people around here? First of all, do I see any of my fellow kobolds?
Looking around this very moment, you don't see any kobolds.
Right.
You do see quite a few people, and you can. Is your character able to read, would you say?
I think so.
Okay. So there are a bunch of signs of the different places. They're written in multiple languages. So if you're able to read, you can tell what they are. You see what's clearly a barber shop. And there's a woman standing outside there right this moment.
Like a human?
A Kalashite woman.
Okay.
You also see there's a diner of some sorts. It's not the fanciest looking, but it looks like food that you could possibly eat. It doesn't seem like any of this Avernus type of food.
Wow.
There's a spa called the Infernal Rapture, which is where the one guy who you already had seen is standing outside of. And in fact, his eyes are locked on you this very moment. And then coming out from where the larva place was, you see a hobgoblin walk out. And next to that tent, there's also a human in robes and a funny-looking hat. Who, when the hobgoblin comes out, the guy at with the funny hat just kind of tips his hat to him, and the guy with the funny hat leans back and starts watching, almost suspiciously, of the hobgoblin, and then looks over at the man with the gold on his fingers and the beautiful purple robes in front of the spa. And we are now going to cut to your kobold friends who are in the tent, in one of the tents. What would you guys like to do? The hobgoblin has just left you guys.
Have we taken a long rest since we got here?
You have not.
Okay.
And I don't believe you have. Have you guys paid for the spa day? I think you guys did, actually.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we did. Dugo is probably kind of like getting some sand out of his boots and just kind of like getting cleaned up a little bit from the road.
So the tent you guys are at is the larva tent. There's not really anything in here that's like ideal for you guys to clean up with. In fact, this is a pretty rundown setup in here. It's kind of nasty. In fact, there's probably ichor and stuff all over the floor in here.
Well,
You
I'm
could
brushing
swing by the
myself
spa,
off
though.
with my hands a little bit. Oh, this place is disgusting. We should probably get out of here relatively soon. I'm not quite about these accommodations.
Yeah, I'm used to just slumming in a swamp, so this actually isn't that bad.
Where do you want to go? Where are we gonna stay? Like, was there someplace else?
I don't know about that.
I think that Xena fella offered us a tent that had like beds and ample amount of chicken.
I think
Oh, that
I do
sounds
remember
good.
that now.
I remember the chicken. We should.
That sounds good, but should we send word to our friend about the bath? What's her name again?
Red Ruth.
Yes.
I think,
or do we need to go?
I thought we told her or something.
I think we were gonna send our Heliofant friend to go get her, then they were gonna come back together.
So Red Ruth had told you that when you guys came back after it was set up, she would need you to watch her place for her.
That's
Oh yeah, we had to stay there.
That's right.
Yes.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
I would favor these beds for one night, and then we need to get going to get back to Red Ruth.
Oh, she sounds like a good plan.
Okay. All right. I can do that.
So we probably would walk out of the tent, right, guys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go head towards our accommodations.
All right. So as you guys step out of the tent, you start making your way over to Mahadi, who offered to let you guys stay because Lulu is hanging out at his spa. You see a kobold with his head dunked in a trough and splashing water all over his face.
Does that guy look familiar to anybody?
Hey.
Get it to me?
We know him. We know him. I remember him. Don't you remember?
I remember there was another kobold, but oh yeah. Yeah, hey, we know
Remember?
you.
Yeah, when we did the bridge and the chains, was he there? That was a different character. I lied. Never mind.
Yeah, no, that was but we're
that was my
friends
much
with
more
this
powerful
guy.
celestial warlock.
Yeah.
I,
My bad.
at this point, if Ufa hears them and hears especially speaking kobold, like does a total head whip and all the water probably sprays towards them. But like, it's you. I found you. I've been wandering the deserts by myself this whole time. Is this place safe? What are you guys doing here? I go over towards them.
I don't know if anything around here is really safe.
We
It's
are in hell.
not. But where did you go?
Yeah, where have you been?
I was hiding. And then when I wasn't hiding, you guys were gone. So then I was in the desert for a really long time and trying to survive and just find somewhere, anywhere like a city or a camp. And then I found this place and I saw those weird machines over there that look like big wagons with weapons on them, but they don't have anyone pulling them. And I think they're magical.
Oh, we got one of those things.
You
Don't
do?
we have one of those things?
Yeah, this is my old hunk of junk. It's gonna be beautiful one day. Gonna fix it up, put some get some subwoofers on it.
This must be a sign. I knew that if I didn't give up, the great silver one would guide me to you.
Guys, we gotta make Ufa a jacket.
Oh yeah, they are
like
all
a
wearing.
vest.
Yeah, they all are wearing like leather cuts
We're wearing leather jackets.
that are bedazzled. They're leather jackets, but they're bedazzled. And on the back, how does it look? You guys, tell them about it.
So it's a leather jacket, and it is it's got like spikes and stuff on it. But then on the back is bedazzled image of all of us, and it says Resurrect and the Reapers, and
He's
it is
Resurrect.
it's animated. Like there's just me in the back, like in the background, breathing acid, and then everyone else is kind of just worshiping me because I'm a dragon. I got wings. I look badass.
Yeah, he's not in kobold form. He's dragon form on the
Yeah,
on the
this
jacket.
it's a fantastic looking black dragon.
I would love that. It would go so well with my general ensemble of basic stinky leather.
You know,
Yeah, we got some leather around here somewhere. We'll make it happen.
Hey, have you guys found out anything more about that fallen angel?
Oh,
You know, the one that used to be good but then isn't?
Oh, you mean the one with the sword?
Yeah, Zariel.
Zariel.
Yeah.
yeah.
And Ufa like looks around in paranoia as you guys say it. Shh. Yes, that one.
Well, yes, we did find some things about her, and we also have met a couple of her associates. And there's something about her sword. I think we're looking for her sword. We're following up on some leads.
Oh, good. Yeah. That'll help a lot. We should do that.
You know, first we're gonna go house it.
There's a house? A house? Does it have food and drinks?
I hope so, but I don't know
Let's
how
go
good
there.
it's gonna be.
But well, before that, there was the tent. We were gonna go to the tent with the chicken.
Yeah.
If you want food, you're welcome to come like crash on the couch. We got a tent. There's gonna be chicken.
Yeah,
It's a chicken tent. Yeah,
it's pretty much all you need.
like a Waffle House. Only it's a tent and it doesn't have waffles. It has chicken.
You have become mighty indeed under the great and powerful Sazerac. I will join your cause, and I have your chicken too. Yes, thank you.
Razarac.
Did I say Sazerac? Yes.
Yeah,
Razarac. Yes, Razarac.
there we go.
Mahadi kind of gestures over. Come to Infernal Rapture. And you can smell fresh chicken in the air.
Delightful. Let's go.
Indeed.
Yeah, well, we'll head there.
By the way, Ufa, you have come across about 8 soul coins since you've been traveling.
Okay.
You recognize these coins with different, like, when you look at them, they have like faces and stuff on them. And the faces are animated. And if you like jingle the coins, like it's almost like you're shaking these people up and they don't like it. Or if you flip the coin, they feel like they're about to fall and die. Like, so they act scared and things like that. And so, so all 8 of them are completely different people in these coins. When you get over to the Infernal Rapture, where you can smell the chicken, Mahadi is standing outside, and he looks at you guys, and you walk by 3 salamanders as you make your way over. And he says, did you get some larvae from Zeneth?
I don't think we bought any.
I don't think so.
we did. I think we're gonna hold off on that.
Oh, interesting. What, is he selling something else inside his tent that I don't know about?
No, we were just perusing his wares, but decided to pass.
Yeah. It turns out soul coins are just a lot more potent when it comes to powering our infernal machine than larva. But we'll probably pick one up before we go. Might be a little handy to put a little gas in the tank.
Interesting. Okay. Well, I think you have discovered that is true. And yes. So, what would you guys like to eat? I can cook up some chicken. It's already ready. We've got steaks. We've got burgers. We've got all sorts of good things. Now, a meal will cost 1 soul coin.
Oh,
I
he said
thought that
meal.
was part of the tent.
Oh, yeah,
It's
yeah,
not,
yeah.
It's not part of the tent.
I mean, it is, but a meal does tend to cost a coin. I mean, I can give you 1 complimentary meal on the house between all of you, but the other 3 are going to have to pay.
Ufa does not hesitate to hand over a soul coin.
Just 2 more soul coins and you guys can have meals. You can start eating. Here you go. And he puts a whole chicken in front of you.
I will give him 1 soul coin.
And he puts another whole chicken in front of you.
I will also give him a soul coin.
And then he puts 2 more chickens in front of you guys. As you guys are eating, This is one of the most fulfilling meals you have ever tasted. And these are the equivalent of a hero's feast spell. I don't know what that does.
I don't even know what that is.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't either. But it has the added effect that those who eat the food will also have disadvantage on insight checks made for the next hour. So,
Heroes Feast. I know a little bit, but I need to read the spell because I know I want to say
Yeah,
we're immune.
Takes 1
to
hour
some
to
stuff.
consume.
The
I
creature is
eat all
cured of
that.
all diseases and poison, becomes immune to poison and being frightened, and makes all wisdom saving throws with advantage. Its hit point maximum also increases by 2d10, and it gains the
Whoa.
same number of hit points. This benefit lasts for 24 hours.
Ooh,
Nice.
that's fancy.
So,
There you go.
everyone go ahead and roll 2d10.
Okay.
Ooh, that's pretty good.
Okay. Math. Okay, there we go.
All right, 6 bonus temp hit points.
Love it.
I got 17.
Dang, I got 14. I thought that was pretty good.
And Lulu is sitting on a couch, a velvet couch behind you guys. And Lulu looks so happy. Like, she's clean. She looks well fed, well groomed.
Nice.
Is Lulu still a small pink elephant?
Yes.
Okay. I eat the chicken primarily, but also look in awe at this small pink elephant.
So what are, let's see. Do you guys remember the different things she's uncovered? I'm trying to find my notes.
I do not.
I know I remember that we have a possible location of Zariel's sword. Like she saw an image once of like a floating city that was all fleshy.
Yeah, it was like in a thing that like got covered with like fleshy stuff. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
She used to be able to shape change into a golden mammoth. In this form, she served as Zariel's war mount. She wandered Avernus for a while. She also helped hide the sword, which then in the place that she hid it, it got covered with like that fleshy stuff. And she did that with one of Zariel's not henchmen, like most loyal servants or whatever. She has been able to do some of her abilities too, since the last time you had seen her, I believe. So she can do her trumpet, I think. Is that correct, Nate? Do you remember?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
I think it's the trumpet and the light spell or something like that. So yeah, she has some things she can do. And she's remembered things like she remembered being like not saved, but she remembers Mahadi. Mahadi in the past supposedly saved her. She also had another hag, not Red Ruth, a different hag had done a ritual on Lulu to see her memories and got a whole flash of different things, different scenes that the players got to witness at the time. Such as Zariel being and Lulu being like hurt and things like that. I'll pull all that stuff up later though. But yeah. So Lulu is sitting on this beautiful velvet couch as Ufa is admiring her, this little pink fuzzy elephant.
I'm gonna destroy this chicken.
It's good chicken, no?
It's
Wonderful.
fabulous.
It's very good.
I'd be wary of conversations with Zeneth. I'm just warning you guys.
Oh. Well,
Who's
that's
that?
good to know.
Who's that?
Oh, you know, the hobgoblin down the way.
Why particularly should we not have conversations with him?
Oh, I didn't say not to have conversations. I just
So
said
why should we be wary of conversations with him?
he's a very unhappy worker.
Oh. Okay. Well, we'll keep an eye out. Appreciate that.
He tends to get people in trouble. How do you say? Write checks that their ass can't cash?
Who does he work for?
Me, of course.
Why is he unhappy?
Because he was once a great warlord. He sold his soul to be a great warlord. And he had great accomplishments on the material plane. Unfortunately, at some point, his time came up, and he was sentenced to serve me for eternity. And now that this isn't as satisfying as being a warlord, well, he wants out.
I mean, it kind of sounds like not a lot of fun.
Tough. He made the deal. That's his fault.
Oh yeah, for sure. I just,
He had his fun. Now it's time to pay the price.
yep, totally what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Definitely the way I was going with that.
Yeah, if your employees aren't happy, it sounds like you're a good boss. So good for you.
I mean, everyone else is happy around here. Look, he had opportunities to do whatever he wanted. He chose the larva farming business. That's not a very lucrative business. It's a really shitty business. Literally.
Yeah, the smell from that place wasn't exactly the best.
Why?
Exactly.
Ufa saw those larvae. Why larvae being farmed?
He thinks he can sell the ichor. He overcharges for the larva. They don't make enough ichor to make it worthwhile.
Yeah, it didn't really seem like a great deal for us.
Yeah, I mean it can fuel our carriage here, Ufa, but it doesn't do a very good job of it. The soul coins are our preferable method, and I kind of show Ufa the soul coins, and there's like I toss it up in the air, you hear a little like scream maybe, and show him the face of like someone who's like freaking out. Pretty cool trick, huh?
Oh yes, I found some of those, but didn't know why they might be useful. I just thought they were entertaining, and they kept me company when I was in the desert by myself for a long time. But now I understand. Well, but why can't ichor do that thing that you want? Is it not enough of ichor?
Oh, it's just not as efficient. It still works.
Just takes
So
a lot,
Oh,
and it's kind of expensive. But wait till you see the ride. It's so sweet. It's so sweet. You're gonna love it.
Mahadi
yeah.
chimes in. He's like, yes, ichor also isn't the best thing for those rides. It tends to junk it up.
Yeah, it's really not environmentally friendly at all.
She
It's a
runs
huge
on
problem.
premium, not that leaded stuff.
Yeah, we don't need no ethanol here. Just
Maybe there is a town or city not too far away. Do you think? And Ufa looks at the man who served the chicken and says, "Is there a city where more ichor and more coins can be found?"
Ichor can be found all over. You just need to kill some things. Find a wasp nest. Just smash those little things. And by little, I mean massive.
They're pretty big. And they're kind of mean.
Or, like your friends are saying, just find a bunch of soul coins and put them in your vehicle and it'll run forever.
Yes, but where can vehicle go to? Are there bigger places than just camps?
Sure. There's lots of places you could go. You can go to the Citadel. Yeah, I mean, what are you hoping to find? You can go all the way to El Terrell. I hear El Terrell has made an appearance down here.
Been there, done that.
Isn't that Elven City?
Elven City?
This is not a city. Not El Terrell's not supposed to be here, is it?
I mean, it wasn't, but Zariel has graced us with it. The companion shines brightly now here.
Huh.
More like it doesn't shine, but you know what I'm saying.
It does the appropriate thing.
Yeah. But yeah, there's lots of places you could go. You could go to Aldrak's grave, Sibriax, the wrecked flying fortress. You know, the monument to Tiamat. You guys are kobolds. You probably like Tiamat. You could go to Archon's Tower. Tower of Erm.
Well, I think first we need to go to Red Ruth.
Back to the Bone Brambles.
But those do sound like nice places, especially the wrecked place, the wrecked flying fortress. Or
yeah,
that sounds cool.
Have you been to Harriman's Hill?
I think we have, haven't we?
I hear it's nice this time of the year.
I think we have.
It was beautiful. If we've been there, I think that's where Ralzala was, right?
Harriman's Hill is where you went, where the blood bugs were all over the dead knights. And
Oh,
the
yes.
one vampire guy who wouldn't die that you killed,
Yes, that was beautiful.
and then you were chased by Harriman.
Yes, beautiful place.
Have you seen the Demon Zapper? It's got this beautiful unicorn that's having its power harnessed to zap demons.
I don't know if we have seen that.
That was where you saw Ralazal or whatever.
Oh, okay. That's right. The unicorn. Yep.
Yeah. Lots of places you could go down here.
Well, it's a lovely place. I mean, it's no wonder all your employees, except for that one tool, are so satisfied.
Yeah, I mean, we're the Wandering Emporium. We travel all over here. We'll be packing up here very soon in the next couple days, so.
Well, then we better get some shut-eye and go get Red Ruth before y'all take off.
Absolutely.
Sounds wonderful. Are you wanting to sleep here?
Well, that was the idea, but I've a feeling that that's going to cost us something.
I mean, of course it'll cost, but I could happily accommodate you.
I'm just kind of sick of paying soul coins when we don't really have that many for our vehicle.
We should just go to Red Ruth's place now, and then we just stay there. Right?
Yes, I think that would probably be best.
Yeah, or in the weird forest place.
You could do that.
Ufa will follow Razarek's gang wherever we decide to go.
Yeah, we should probably save our soul coins so we can actually drive around. So, thanks for the check-in. It was delicious.
No problem.
I'm sure we'll be back at some point. I know I definitely want to pick up a larva.
All right. So you make your way to your vehicle then?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Trying to figure out. Do you remember which vehicle you had?
The Defiler, or I don't remember. They all had names like that, didn't they?
They did. No, you're thinking of Smiler the Defiler. I think.
Was it the demon? The demon grinder.
Yes. That
No,
sounds
No,
right.
you have the Tormentor with the
Yeah.
old
Oh,
harpoon
okay.
flinger.
Yeah, there we go. Tormentor.
Yep.
Guys, we could have gotten a harpoon flinger if we'd all doubled down.
No, you couldn't. Wasn't an option. All right. So you guys make your way back to your vehicles. The Tormentor is a really small one. It has like these like teeth at the bottom that kind of come up at like a bottom jaw of husks. It's normally would have a harpoon flinger on the front, and it's got a really small spike out the back. It almost looks like an earwig pincher. And then on the sides, it only has 4 wheels that are these razor, like razor blades, like saws, but they're like really big teeth. And yeah, that is your vehicle.
How much fuel time do I have in it at the moment?
So I think when we were talking about it before, you guys were running kind of low, if I remember right. And I said I was going to look up how much a soul coin did in gas, and I never did, I don't think, or I forgot. So give me just a moment to figure this out again.
And then I have the stats for the vehicle on my character sheet.
Perfect.
Nice.
And this thing is badass looking. And at some point, I do want to build a harpoon flinger. Either a harpoon flinger or like an acid cannon. Maybe both.
Acid cannon. That sounds sweet.
So a soul coin can have multiple charges, just so you guys know. One charge lasts 24 hours. And what happens is the soul coin then transfers the soul immediately upon putting it in, transfers the soul into the furnace of the vehicle. And as long as the soul is trapped in the furnace, when the duration ends, the soul is destroyed. So yeah.
24 hours per coin?
Yeah, I think that's how I'm viewing it. It claims that soul coins can have more than one charge. But I guess you wouldn't know that. So we'll just roll a d6 every time you load up a soul coin and divide it by 2. And that's how many charges you put into it.
I will deposit my last soul coin.
No, before you do that, Ufa approaches you reverently. Razarak, please give me the honor of donating this soul coin to you, that you might use it on your mighty vehicle and that I can ride on it. Yes. And he hands you the token.
I'm not going to say no to free gas. I will take the coin and put it in the slot.
All right. So you just put 2 charges in. So you have 48 hours worth of charges in there.
Whoa. Okay.
And as you put it in there, you just start hearing a screaming sound like someone in agonizing pain as the vehicle starts up.
Ufa thinks this is the coolest thing ever of all time. And he's like totally like freaking out. He's like, yes.
The vehicle is like an old muscle car from like the 60s, 70s. And it's naturally aspirated. Like you can feel the vibration of this thing.
All right, let's head back to Red Ruth. This is going to be... Oh, I'm so happy I get to drive.
Yes, let's go.
All right. So what I need is you do have a map, so you are able to try and make your way back, Razarak. What I need, though, is a wilderness check with advantage to try and get back.
Okay. Because my survival is a plus. I will guidance myself. I forgot I can do that.
I will help action because I have survival.
Oh. I was better and... Yeah, that was better and better. Okay. So that is a total of 23.
All right. So you are able to make your way back. For those watching at home, I am showing where the bone brambles are. Once you get back, you see you are at the edge of the bone brambles. And again, you just see this very large, like, I want to say forest, but it's just a bunch of white, ashy looking branches and thorns that go up to the sky, and they like tangle around each other and stuff. And you see what looks like blood like running down the sides of these. So it's just this red and white mess. And when you look into where these walkways are, it gets real dark because the canopy over top doesn't allow any of the light in from over top. And how would you like to approach?
So we're driving right up into this.
Your car probably would not fit.
Okay, so Ufa's never been here before.
Correct.
Right? Okay, so
what do we do? Is it safe to park this mighty vehicle here, or will it be stolen? What do you do here?
No, we parked it there the last time.
Yeah,
Now we
it
have
should
to
be all right.
venture into this fun place. Do we know how to make it through the maze now that we've been through it? I'm gonna take this. No.
well,
All right.
Oof, I pull out my rapier. If we're going into this dangerous place.
All right. Just if you see a bag, don't touch it.
Don't
Oh,
touch a bag. But what if it has things inside that are useful, like more coins?
Yeah, the bag. Yeah, that's how the bag. That's how the bag ate Dono the last time, and it almost ate me.
Yeah, it's not.
Yeah.
Just leave it alone. It's not
I
good.
I will show you the bag of devouring because I kept it.
Oh, okay. Don't touch bags. Right. Okay.
No, specifically if the bag has a face, don't touch it.
Okay.
And no, just let's not just not touch anything.
Okay. So the scorching heat in here suddenly turns into a subtle mist as you're walking in. And all of you guys have experienced this before.
Mm-hmm.
You are all now covered in blood again. And in this blood, there are gnats and small, like normal fly larvae that are now all over your skin. Give me a wilderness check, all of you.
Guidance.
2 of you need to beat a 15.
Oh, come on, guidance. I
21.
Just need a one.
Got
21.
21. Okay.
Thank you.
I rolled a 5.
Uh-oh.
Well, actually, it was a natural 1. Yeah.
Well, I rolled a natural 1, and I added to that my +0. So I will be keeping my
What'd
natural 1.
Razarak get?
16.
Oh, okay. So
Thank God for guidance.
once again, as you guys are walking in here, you have Arkmir and Dugo like trying to go different directions, bumping into each other, getting all confused. Razarak trying to like get them under control, and then Ufa going, "We go that way," and you guys start following Ufa. You actually get yourselves all the way to the center, where you see Red Ruth's hut.
That was actually surprisingly easier the second time than it was the first time.
Yeah, it was more complicated last time.
Ufa leans up to Razarak and says,
Is Red Ruth someone safe or dangerous?
Yeah, probably both.
You know, we're on her good side, I think, so we don't have to worry about it.
Oh.
Well,
We
the
booked
jury
her-
is out on if you're on my good side or not.
Oh, hello. We booked you a spa treatment.
Mm-hmm.
She comes out in this very loose, looks like a robe, but it's clearly skin that's been stitched together. And it like is skin tight on her. And so you can see every wrinkle of her body through this robe. And she's got slippers that look like they are hollowed out bear feet, bear claws. that she is wearing, and she still has her necklace of skulls of various humanoids.
Yeah, she's like super terrifying, pretty much.
She's got very long claws.
Ufa puts his rapier away, but like stands behind Razarak.
Oh, you brought a new friend.
Yeah, you know, we just pick up people along the way.
Are you sure you're not multiplying?
Well, he's an old friend we lost track of, actually, and he found us, so it's a good thing.
Is he a dragon too?
No. I am Ufa. I am a kobold. Do you have hard times seeing? Dragons are very big.
I see great. Yes, I understand dragons are big, but that little thing next to you claims to be a dragon, and she points at Razarak.
It's not a claim. This is the truth. I'm just stuck this way temporarily.
Your friend just said that you are too small to be a dragon. I'm just saying what your friend said.
So we got you a spa day.
I appreciate that.
Supposed to be nice.
Yeah, Mahadi seems like a lovely person.
But they'll be moving probably.
Would it be okay if I took your vehicle? Your infernal machine?
Well, I mean,
You can see Razarak is like, no,
I
don't
think,
touch my stuff. But I
What
feel
if-
like
what if we need it to defend your abode?
yeah.
You won't need it. You're going to stay here, right here, until I get
We'll
back.
have to.
This will
well-
make it quicker.
But like, if there's an emergency and we need to come get you, we're too little to run fast enough. We'd have to have the vehicle.
You should not
get you.
abandon my hut. Because if you abandon my hut, I will not do what you need me to do.
Okay,
do you
yes,
understand?
the vehicle only works when Razarak drives it.
Give me a performance check.
What about deception?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, I only rolled a 3, but I got an 11.
Well, lucky for you, I have just as much ability as your friend Razarak, and I can drive it.
Just
And I know even you
Arkmir?
don't believe that only he can drive it.
Arkmir leans in close to Razarak and says, I don't believe her for a second, just so you know.
I believe you. Okay, listen. If you're gonna drive the Tormentor, I have one stipulation. The amount of gas that's in it needs to be the same when it comes back.
Okay. I'm sure we can work that out.
It's more is also fine. I know how much the fuel gauge says.
Yeah.
I marked it.
How much is in it right now?
2 days worth of fuel.
Okay. Sounds good. And she goes in and grabs a bag that again is like more skin that's been stitched together with like these monkey like arms that go around and are stitched at the bottom. She slips her arms in it and she's like, I'll be back. And she walks out.
Yeah, have fun.
She kind of freaks me out, guys. A lot.
And as she walks by you, you get this stench of BO and centuries of like lack of baths. Just smacks you in the nose.
Once she leaves and she's like out of earshot, Ufa like leans in and is like,
Explain again why we are doing favors for Hag.
Yeah, there's information we need.
Okay.
Yeah, we're just getting in deeper and deeper here on the inter-Avernus politics sort of stuff. And favors here, favors there, trying to get what we need, but we'll see.
I want to go see what her house looks like.
Yeah, I want to, check it out.
Okay. So you like poke your head in then?
Oh, I'm walking in.
As soon as you do, you see what's clearly like a little fire pit. And to the side, you can see like an alchemy table. You see a shelf of books. Of a couple books. But most of the shelves are empty. And you see empty potion bottles lying around. And you see where clearly she sleeps. This really, really, really large bed. That is probably more like a California king-size bed, size-wise. And it's got straw and like furs that are laid over it. It looks really comfortable.
I would like to look at her books.
Okay. Yeah. You give me a Arcana check. That should be something you're good at.
Good at? Yes. Do the dice believe me? Usually not. Okay. That is a total of 16.
16. So looking at her books, you can tell like there are some arcane writings in them. None of these are spell books. Clearly, if she had a spell book, she took it with her.
Yeah.
However, these are books, it looks like about alchemy, and they are written in an old Fey language.
Don't speak any of those.
Ooh, I could read it.
There you go. Give me an Arcana check.
I am actually just gonna cast comprehend languages.
Okay. Yeah, I mean it's basically a bunch of like how to like herbalism and how to create your own potions and stuff. So I mean if you had this book and time, you could and the ingredients, you could make the potions in here.
Ooh, I mean, how long do these take? How long are we watching this house?
Herbalism usually takes quite a bit of time, actually.
Okay.
Ask Laura in our Blackrock game. I think it took her 2 weeks to make like 4 potions of healing.
Oh, okay.
And those are low-level potions.
Yeah, there's pretty much nothing in here useful.
Yeah, from what I glean, this is all alchemy stuff, and I don't exactly deal with alchemy. Thought about it. It's not for me.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna just search around for basic like food and water in this little hut.
Yeah, you see what looks like a watering hole. It's muddy water. It looks kind of gross. Yeah.
Is that the only source of water?
Looks like it. If you dig deep enough, you'll find water.
All right.
Can I
have a spell for
Hopefully
this.
it's water and not like a pee hole. like a trough. Or not a trough, a latrine, yeah.
I will spend a spell slot. I'm not going to cast this as a... Is this a ritual for me? I think it is, but I'm not going to take... Yeah, I'll take the time. I will spend 10 minutes casting Purify Food and Drink on this trough.
Yes.
Free it of... purify it and free it of poison and diseases.
Oh, perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're able to do that.
The power of the dragon flows through Razarak. Observe his magical powers.
Yeah.
Very impressive.
Thank you. It's safe to drink now. Hopefully it's water. Who would like to take the first sip?
I will test it for you, my lord. And
Ufa goes up and cups some water in his hand and drinks it.
Is it water?
It's water. Yep. It tastes
Ah.
pretty clean too, thanks to Razrak.
Well, he's still alive, so here goes. Yeah, that's pretty good. Yep. Thank you, Razrak.
Well, can't have my loyal subjects dying from dehydration and starvation. Speaking of starvation, is there food in here?
As you're looking for food, you actually do find what looks like jerky.
Oh, some delicious monkey jerky, I
It's in a
presume.
glass, corked bottle, it looks like.
Ufa will hold off on eating any of the jerky, having just had a massive chicken feast. But
That's a good point. We can deal with the jerky when we get hungry.
I think we
tomorrow.
maybe could get some rest right here on this
We
spear bed.
should hold on. We should check out the bed before we just jump on it. Just make sure,
Mm-hmm.
All right,
nothing weird.
sure.
Our Khmer's just gonna look around on the bed and make sure there's not like some giant spider that's gonna come out and rip me to shreds when I jump on the bed or something like that.
Yeah. Give me an investigation check.
Guidance.
Awesome, because I got a 7 plus 3, 10.
Okay. As you're looking through, like under the furs, you reach your hand in to like move some of the furs out of the way, and we're gonna take a 5-minute break, and we will be right back.
Nice.
We'll be right back. All right, we are back. So, Arkmir. For some reason, you don't look like an Arkmir to me, Paula. I'm sorry. So you lift the furs up and reach in, and you just pull out a hand of straw. Nothing. Seems clear.
Okay, well, it looks safe if you want to sleep on it.
What are your guys' passive perceptions?
15.
15?
Solid 10.
10?
Mine, just regular passive perception is 18.
Okay.
Wow, mine is 10.
Okay.
I did expertise in.
So, Ufa, you can feel every, half second, the ground is tremoring a little. Like, you can feel it. Razarak, you maybe can feel it a little bit, but, nothing has really, triggered you, per se. You know what I'm saying? You're like, whatever.
Yeah, this place is weird.
There is vibrations. I don't know if this is like earthquake vibrations or big giant thing walking towards us vibrations. Should I go look, Razarak?
Is it rhythmic? Does it feel like footsteps?
Give me a perception
Maybe.
check.
Maybe.
Guidance.
And that's an extra D4.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. 2 + 8 is 10.
Okay. You think you might feel a rhythm. And as you make this determination in your head, you hear in sync 2 loud, screeches. Very high pitched. And all of you hear that. Sounds, outside. Yeah,
Okay.
outside.
I whip out my rapier and look out the window.
60 feet away. There's no window, but the curtain of the entrance.
I whip out my rapier and pull the curtain aside to look out there.
Yeah, you see a very large tree with no leaves. It looks like some of the branches are dead, and it's pushing through this white wood of thorns. And in front of it, you see these 2 spirits that look like beautiful naturistic style spirits, but they have a look in their face like they're mourning, and they're flying at you.
Okay.
About 50 feet away.
UFO whips back to everybody.
Giant tree thing coming towards us, and 2 spirit ladies. They're coming.
Arkmir dives into the straw on the bed, tries to pull the straw up over her and says, no, and nope.
One day it's just going to be like nothing happens. Just nothing. As I'm flipping through my spell book, all right, what can I use here?
Today is not that day.
Everybody roll for initiative. And I got a 10. And you can type it in the chat.
Oh.
Wow, that's
God.
a great roll.
Jesus.
Wow.
Okay. And math.
Ufa is like, I'll just go last.
Yeah, Ufa is so distracted by Arkmir's hiding that he forgot about the impending doom approaching the hut.
All right. So Arkmir, you dive into the hay. Are you hiding there?
Yeah.
Give me a stealth check.
I'm gonna stay in here. My stealth is a 7. So I imagine
You covered your
Arkmir
head with straw.
is trying to be really quiet, but you can like hear her like crying and moaning, and like you can see her shaking from outside of the bed. Like you could probably hear her outside. It's so bad.
It looks like those cartoons where someone goes to hide under the under the bed, and like their butt is arched and out from under the bottom of the bed, and like that's what it looks like. And then the bed's shaking as she whimpers.
Yes. Yep. But I am going to cast Blade Ward on myself, just for good measure. You know.
Yeah, that's a great
always
idea.
handy.
I agree. All right, Razarak.
I will first cast Mirror Image on myself because I don't want to die by a tree or ghosts. And then, yeah, I'll step into the doorway.
Okay. What does Mirror Image do?
So when I cast it, there are now 4 Resurrects.
Ooh.
So when I get attacked, I have to roll to see if an attack hits one of my duplicates and not me.
Nice. Okay. Very nice. Dugo.
Okay, how far away are these creatures? Like, are they're not in the hut yet, are they?
No, they're about 50 feet away. The tree could probably step on the hut.
Okay. I'm just gonna.
And now that's closer, you all can feel the vibrations of the steps.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm just gonna like try to sneak outside the hut and I'm just gonna try to be fairly stealthy and maybe hide in a bramble or something like that. And I will ready a spell. Yeah, I'll just ready a Ray of Frost spell. If anything comes within like 30 feet of me.
Okay. So you're trying to do like a stealth out of the tent?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, give me a stealth check.
Okay. Not super stealthy, but hey, I rolled a 19, so that's a 22.
Okay. Yeah, you're able to like get out to the brambles. And you said if they attack you, you do a Ray of Frost?
If anything hostile looking approaches me, what are the okay, so there's the tree, and then what's these flying?
2 spirits that look like naturey, with like a face that just looks tormented and in mourning.
Yeah, I guess if I'm attacked or if one of my allies is attacked, then I will cast Ray of Frost.
Okay. They go right by you. And one of these spirits gets really loud and lets out a mournful wail. You do go. In fact, all of you are within 30 feet of her at this point. Give me a con save.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
12.
12? Okay, you failed.
Got a 14.
Well, looks like I failed then too, because I got an 11.
17.
Okay, so anyone who failed, you drop to 0 hit points.
Does that include our miraculous bonus hit points?
It says you drop to 0 hit points, so I would say yes.
I think it does.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Even your temp.
So
how many of us failed?
Yeah, what was the DC?
13.
Okay, so Arkmir and Ufa failed.
Okay, so you guys are at 0. However, the others, you take 13 psychic damage from that. Excuse me. That was the first one.
Oh, no. Thank God for my arcade ward. Okay. 13. I have 5 left on this.
Okay. The other one is going to move up next to her and let out the exact same wail. Give me a con save for those of you who are conscious.
I got +6 to con, so we'll
Beat a 13.
Okay. Yes, I got a 23.
All right. Did you do it?
Roll a 1.
Oh no! All right, you drop. So right in the entrance, you just go bloop. Now, Nate, you did say you want to do Ray of Frost. You are able to do Ray of Frost at one of these spirits.
Okay, so have they attacked? Like, I mean, okay,
Yeah,
so
I would
guess
count that as an attack. Yeah.
yeah. So I guess what I would say is,
You
are
felt
they
it.
continuing to move away from us?
Oh, I forgot to roll damage on that second one.
Oh yeah.
13 points again.
Okay. So 12.
Psychic damage.
Okay. So I guess, are they continuing to
They're
move
moving
away
towards
from
the
us?
tent.
Oh, they're moving towards the tent.
Yep.
Okay. Oh man, jeez. All right. Yeah, so I will cast that ready to action Ray of Frost at the nearest one. That is going to be a 22 to hit.
Okay.
And that will be 10 cold damage.
10 cold damage. Oh, okay. You notice that the cold hit seems to hit it, but does not seem to do anything to it. And in
Okay.
fact, all you did was get her attention.
Okay. Is it my turn now?
Nope, it is the tree's turn.
Okay.
The tree does see you now because you attacked. Wow, we might have a TPK, guys. It now moves over towards you. Holy shit. Yeah. All right. It is going to make its first attack at you.
Bring it.
All right. That is a 19 on the first attack.
That hits.
For 16 points of damage.
Okay.
The second attack is a 28 for 15 points of damage.
Okay. What is it doing? Is it just slashing at me or?
Its lumbering branches come down and smack you twice. The first attack that you can see on the side of its arm is an impaled an impaled gnome or a halfling. You can't quite tell. With a goofy hat and seemingly some kind of staff in its arm as it smacks into you. This skeleton that was impaled falls to the ground about 10 feet away from you.
Oof.
And then on the second attack, probably knocked you a little bit silly.
Okay. Now
And
here's a question.
it is now Bill's turn, Ufa's turn. But yes, what's your question?
Do I, because I hid in the brambles, do I have half cover, 3/4 cover, full cover?
So technically, they're supposed to be thorny, and if you get within 5 feet of it, you should take damage from it. But
Okay.
I'm bypassing that at the moment.
I would accept that damage over
Would you?
damage.
Hang on, let me see what the actual damage is again. I don't know
So
what it is off the
Juice,
top of my head. Yes.
do I have to make death saves? You said we're knocked down to 0, and then we got another whale is that? Are we making death saves?
Second whale won't impact you because you're unconscious.
Yeah, I feel like.
Yeah, I would say so. I think you're just basically, you're
We're
in dying mode.
Jeez.
So
it's a banshee stat block is what they are.
Yeah.
So.
So yes, death save or no?
Yes, death saves.
Okay. Here we go.
It's great to have you back, Bill.
No.
Thanks for joining us.
No. Oh,
One?
no.
It's a 1, isn't it?
That's two fails. I rolled a crit fail. Dude.
I'm so nervous.
It's totally gonna happen tonight.
Yeah, it's
totally happening.
It's going down.
All right. Well, that's my round. Is crit failing my first death save.
Arkmir, death save. Followed by Razarak's death save. A 3. Okay, that's better than a 1.
That's still not passing it or
But you're
anything.
still alive.
Is there a spot in D&D Beyond to mark this? Or
I think so.
Yeah, there's like little bubbles to fill in.
When you change your hit points to 0, it should switch over. Like mine switched over to.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Yeah, and then you click on it and just fill in
Got
the
it.
dot.
Okay, I actually hadn't subtracted the hit points because I was like, it probably doesn't even matter. So, okay, continue on.
I mean,
Next up, Resurrect. Don't let us down. Fearless leader.
Come on, Dice. I believe in you. Oh, natural 20.
you got 1 hit point back, and you are now conscious inside the tent. When you had fallen over, the curtains had closed, so nobody can see you.
Oh my God!
But
I'm so happy.
however, you do see Ufa right next to you on the floor, completely unconscious.
Yep. I will let you act. Normally, you're not supposed to get a turn, but I'm gonna let you because the odds are so stacked against you, and whatever you do right now might just get you killed anyway. So I'm gonna let you do something if you want.
Okay, who's laying next to me right now?
So right now you see the butt and legs of Arkmir, who has stopped shaking underneath the bed. Or I'm sorry, in the middle of the bed. And you see Ufa next to you on the floor, on his back, gasping for air.
Okay, since Ufa is the closest person to me, I am going to reach out and just grab an ankle. Cure wounds at the 4th level.
Ooh.
Oh, I am so happy I took 2 levels in Artificer.
Razarak might come up big today.
Okay. Roll well. All right. 2. It's not good enough for me. Come on, stop rolling 2s. 4. Okay, 10. There we go. 10, 16, 20 hit points.
Nice.
And I'll have my movement to get up, and then I'll make my way towards Arkmir.
Okay. Nate, by the way, I posted the damage if you still want to try and hide in the brambles.
No.
Those
Those look dangerous.
Yeah, within 5 feet of it. Anyways, okay. So, good job, Razarak. Dugo, it is your turn. This large tree just smacked you twice. You see a skeleton with a funny hat and a staff. Not a staff, but like a small rod of some sort in its hand. That it's stuck in its hand from being dead for so long. Is lying about 10 feet away from you also.
Okay. I am going to try to cast Chromatic Orb at... Wait, actually... Oh, man. What kind of damage does Ice Storm do? Oh. Hey. Dang, what do I do? Okay. Yeah, I think I'm going to try to... how close are the spirits?
About 20 feet away from you.
Okay. And is the... are they within 20 feet of the tree?
Yes, because you are about 5 feet away from the tree.
Okay, cool.
In fact, the tree is in between you and them.
I am going to cast Ice Storm and try to get all of them in the Ice Storm. Okay. So I stand up and I just kind of, start twirling my hands, and just this ice starts to fall out of the sky as I mumble some words. And how does this work? Okay. Yeah, so it's a 40-foot high cylinder centered on a point within range. They must make dexterity saving throws.
Okay, I got a question.
Yeah.
When something says resistance, and it tells you all the stuff, and then it says from non-magical attacks, but then it has immunity to something. Even though it's magic, is it still immune to it? I'm assuming yes.
Well, if it's like a
like
fireball
fire, for
spell
example,
and they're immune to fire damage, then yes.
Okay.
However, this Ice Storm does bludgeoning damage in addition to cold damage, so that's why I'm doing it.
Gotcha. Okay. All right, give me what do I have to do?
Okay.
Saves?
So
Saves?
dexterity saving throws for all of them. Let's see. The DC of that is
the treant,
16.
The large undead treant does the 2-step and gets out of the way completely. Not completely, but you know what I'm saying. He rolled a nat 20, so he looks amazing.
Okay, so he'll take half damage.
Okay. The other two, I got a 15 on the die and a 5, so that's a 17 and a 7.
Okay, so 16 is the DC, so only one of them will take full damage.
Okay.
The bludgeoning damage is 16 bludgeoning damage, so 8 for the 2 that made it.
Okay.
And 16 for the one that didn't. And then additionally, there is cold damage, which I understand will not have an effect on the spirits. Yep. 4d6 cold damage. So the treant, 16 cold damage, but have that probably for 8.
Okay, perfect.
And then I am going to... Oh, the treant is within 5 feet of me now, right?
Yep.
Okay. So yeah, I think that is all I am going to do.
Okay.
Yep.
Beautiful. It is now their turn. All right, Nate, you're going to hate me for this one.
Yeah, that's all right.
So you can see the banshees. Give me a wisdom save.
All right.
We have advantage because we ate the feast.
Oh, that's true.
Oh, good call. Okay, natural 20.
Okay.
I didn't even need the advantage.
Another wisdom save for the other one.
Okay.
Would we have had advantage on that con save then?
No, I checked.
I think it was only wisdom, right?
It's just wisdom.
Yeah.
Just checking.
All right, I got a 16.
No,
Continue. Continue on.
16 on the second one.
Okay, so you made it also. Okay, good. So nothing happened. They just look at you mean. And nothing happens. All right. The treant, though, this is the fun part, right?
Yeah. This is the part where I die.
It's possible. All right. 2 slam attacks.
Oh, that was so many dice.
You are so dead. No, that's 2d20.
So many dice.
First attack is a crit.
Okay.
So here we go. That's 66 plus 6.
Yeah, I'm dead.
Are you?
I mean, I'm
10,
unconscious.
11, 8, 9. So it's 26.
So many death saves are being made.
So you're
I have
dropped on that one?
I have 3 hit points left.
Oh, okay, perfect. So the second attack.
Perfect. It's no big deal.
7.
You got this.
It's 13. So you're not dead outright. You're just knocked unconscious.
So the second one hit as well?
Yeah. The first
Okay.
one was a 20. The second one was like 17 or something.
Okay. Yeah. My armor class is a 16.
Or I'm sorry, the second one was like 25.
Okay.
I forgot. He's plus 10 to hit. Okay. So you go unconscious, and when he sees you go unconscious, you see the top of the tree. Well, you might see it with your last moment of being awake. It like cocks its head, and you can kind of see a face in the tree.
Mm.
And your head kind of slumps, and you look over at this skeleton of what appears to be like a gnome or a halfling that's just like looking right at you, basically. Or it seems like it is. And you lose consciousness. All right. Oofa!
So, how close am I to where he dropped?
About 30 feet.
Okay. And they're right
But
next
you're
to
inside the tent. Yep.
Right. But they're right next to him.
Just the tree ends.
The tree end.
Yep.
So kobolds have pack tactics. Oh, my ally's incapacitated. Crap. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna try to make a sneak attack on the Trant.
Okay.
So I'm gonna use my movement to get to him.
Yep.
I'll make a stealth check, and then I want to backstab him with my magical rapier.
Okay.
So roll my stealth roll. 19.
Yep.
Okay. Then the attack is going to be my backstab. It's a 28 to hit.
That's going to hit.
Okay, so that would be it's a +1 rapier, so it's 18 damage.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, it calculated.
Was that slashing?
Rapier's piercing.
Okay.
So I'm stabbing into the treant, and it is radiant because of my divine archetype.
Gotcha. Okay. And how much damage?
So 18 magical radiant damage on the undead treant.
Yeah, you're able to cut into it. And it feels like it went a lot deeper than you expected. In fact, it cuts through the bark like butter. And you can see rotted wood as it like flakes off on its leg.
Okay. All right, my bonus action then will be to I don't have any way to heal him. And
Run for the hills.
yeah, I'll dash back. I do. I dash back.
All right.
I dash back inside. I dash back inside next to Razarak, and I'm like, it's big, and I just hide behind the.
Nice.
Yeah.
Arkmir death save. Don't roll a 1 or you are dead.
Oh, I got a 20.
Ooh.
You're up at 1. You got 1 hit point, just like I did for Razarak. Do you want to do something?
I would love to cast a spell.
Okay.
Arkmir wakes up out of a daze, runs over to the doorway, sees this giant treant, and just yells, "Fireball!" and like I'm just gonna cast a fireball on the treant, the spirits, the banshees, whatever, as many as I can get, right in there.
Okay.
So that is a dex saving throw, please.
Okay. The treant got a 18. The banshee's
Okay, so
critically, one critical fail and the other one just failed.
So that is 36 points of damage.
Ooh. So the tree is pissed as he goes up in flames. One of those. Okay. No. You said 36, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And then Arkmir, realizing that the treant is still alive after the fireball, is going to...
He's on fire, though. He's 100%
run
on
out
fire.
of the doorway and run back to run back under the covers, probably. Honestly.
Okay. Razarak.
Okay. As Arkmir is running past me, I'll just tap her on the shoulder and then hit her with a 4th level Cure Wounds.
Nice.
And it's going to be, well, that's 1. Rolling so badly on these. 3, 5. Can I get above? Nope. 9. 13 points of hit points back.
Dang, those are bad rolls.
They
Wait, is
are.
this for me or is this for
Arkmir.
Arkmir? Okay.
And then Razarak and my 3 duplicates, because those are still going because it's not a concentration spell.
Oh, I didn't know that. Good call.
We will. I'm just gonna hide off to the side of the door because I have not healed myself yet, and I am not comfortable going out there.
All right, Nate, you're using D&D Beyond, correct?
Yes, I am.
Last session, I told you D&D Beyond never rolls well, and you're like, oh, I roll crits all the time. Show us. Do it, Nate.
All right, here we go.
I believe
Death
in you.
save. Roll.
It's not going to happen.
I got an 8. That's a failure. All right.
Okay. So one of the banshees goes to the entrance of the, since the fire came from there, goes to the entrance of the hut.
Just me in the corner, just like, no.
And it sees a black kobold, and it attacks.
Hang on.
I'm there too.
Misses,
remember.
though, because I rolled a 7. So I would assume that wouldn't hit you standing there. So not even the others. It just misses.
Their AC is 14.
Yeah, see? So it missed the first one. The second banshee comes up and stands right next to the other one, tries to do its corrupting touch, and I rolled even worse. So I missed with both of those. The treant, being pissed that it's on fire, oh, okay.
I don't like how excited he sounds.
No. I don't like these noises.
The treant comes up, and all of a sudden, all of you guys inside the tent feel a huge gust of wind as the whole hut gets smacked off to the side, and you are all exposed.
Red Ruth's
To the
gonna be
element.
pissed.
Super.
Correct. That was his first attack. His second attack is at one of your clones, since you're the first one. 25. It hits one of your clones.
Okay. It sure does. That one is gone. I have 2 left.
All right. That was their turn. Oofa. It's within 5 feet of your friends.
Yes, I'm going to attack it with advantage.
There you go.
How do I forgot how to do advantage.
Nice,
on this.
Archmere.
So that's definitely a hit for 25 radiant damage.
On the tree.
Yep.
It's looking rough, by the way.
And you said the Banshee came in?
2 of them are right outside They're like at the where the mouth of the hut was.
So for my bonus action, I can use my holy water as a ranged attack.
Okay.
With which I have proficiency. So I don't have that on my D&D Beyond stat block. So I'm going to roll my rapier because that's the same bonuses.
Okay.
And I'll just calculate the damage.
Yeah, and the damage, I think, for holy water on undead, there's something in the player's handbook, I think, for that.
Yeah. So it's a hit, and then the damage is 7 radiant on one of the banshees.
Okay. You killed one.
Yay.
It just like disappears.
All right.
With a loud
Well, I
scream.
don't have holy water anymore, but that was worth it.
So there is now one banshee. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It's not actually a banshee. It's a banshee stat block. But there is one banshee type creature, a spirit left. And then there's the large undead tree.
Okay. And that's my turn.
All right. Arkmir.
So in relationship to where I am, about how far away is the spirit creature?
Like
and
10
about
feet.
Okay, and then how far away is the treant
We'll say the same.
from me?
Yeah. But it's not
Okay.
right next to the... It's like a little bit away from the banshee. The spirit, because it was on the other side of the tent.
Okay, and then
And the tent is all wrangled into the brambles near where Dugo is unconscious.
and then is there anybody else in between me and the banshee and the treant? Like
Me?
if they were in a
It's-
line, would somebody
right
else
now-
be in between us?
Yeah, Razarak and his buddies are near the banshee, the spirit, and your other friend is next to the tree. Ufa.
Okay.
Do your worst because I have uncanny dodge and evasion.
In other words,
Yeah.
fireball.
Well, I can do another fireball.
Can you though?
I also have Thunder Wave, which I was thinking about, but that
Would not be a
work
good
if-
idea.
Yeah.
That
Okay.
would get all of Razarak's friends in it, probably.
Okay.
Oh, that would hit specifically me. Like, but if I have to make a save of some kind, then my clones are fine. I'll be hit.
Okay, I guess we will try again with a second fireball since the first one worked so well.
All right. So are
And
you positioning it on the tree?
I'm gonna try and hit the tree and the guy if I can.
Okay, the yes/no die said you can do it, so you can do it.
Okay. All right. Then let's get some dex saving throws here.
All right. Both failed. Roll some damage.
It's
Ooh.
30 points of damage.
Well, the tree is dead. It just tumbled over. How many points of damage again? 30, you said?
So
Yes.
Okay. So the banshee is still standing there.
Okay, so seeing the tree fall, Arkmir is actually going to do a little victory dance. And she starts jumping up and down and she's like, "Oh yeah, I got it. And then she sees the banshee and then she just like turns and tries to like bolt the other way.
You can move
realizing
30 feet the other direction.
that she didn't touch it and she doesn't have a lot of options left. So she's gonna turn and just
There's a
book it.
path you can start making your way down if you want.
I'm not going through some rando path in this place. Last time we almost got eaten by a bag.
Okay, so you only want to move like 10 feet away?
Yeah, I'm
Okay, not the full 30. Okay.
I'll try and try and find Dugo's body or something like that. I don't know, maybe uncover the sticks off of him.
All right, so you go over to Dugo's body. That's fine.
Yeah.
All right, Razarak, you saw the tree go timber,
But
and
there's
it's lightly on fire.
there is a spirit in front of me.
Uh-huh. In front of one of your doppelgangers.
I am going to just take my spell book and kind of just like rip it open as a bunch of arcane darts fly out. I'm going to cast Magic Missile at the 3rd level.
Nice.
So that's 5 darts. Each one is going to do.
Don't roll
Thank
once,
you.
so we're good.
Thank you, D4. That's a 4 on the die, so it's 5. So it's gonna. I'm shooting all 5 darts at it, so it's gonna take a total of 25 points of force damage.
It dissipates and is gone, and we are now out of combat. But Dugo, give me a death save.
Don't roll a 1. Don't roll a 1. Don't roll a 1.
Roll a 20.
I got a 5.
Oh no, is that 2 fails?
Yeah, 2 fails.
I will.
Someone able to heal him right now?
Yeah, I'll see. Seeing Ufa like head in that direction and whatnot. I will run. I will run over there, and then I will cast Cure Wounds at the 3rd level. So you will get back. Yep, rolling terribly. 1, 5, 10, 14 points of healing.
Thank you.
So there, right now, the scene is everything inside the hut is fine, actually, but the actual tent itself is mangled and stuck in the brambles. You also have a skeletal gnome that you now have had time to look at. It's definitely a gnome with a funny hat and like a staff in its hand, like a small staff.
I'm gonna take
Hey,
his
so-
staff.
Okay.
Yeah, I will take that and spend 10 minutes casting Identify.
Okay. And that tells you exactly what it is.
Mm-hmm.
It's a +1 wand of the War Mage.
Nice.
Ooh.
Ooh,
Nice.
that
I
sounds so
will
fancy.
Hand that to Arkmir. Yeah, this is something that's probably is more in your wheelhouse. I got my trusted spell book.
Oh.
Nice.
Arkmir's gonna look it up. What was it called? The +1?
Wand of the War Mage.
Ufa helps. So is the hut / tent completely demolished, or can we
No.
try to like
it's broken.
get up and
it definitely
Okay.
has holes in it
So-
from the brambles.
I do think that, hear me out on this. If we take each individual log and I cast mending on all of them,
yes,
and then we mend them as a whole, then we just have to put it back on top.
yes.
So
we can
the
make
hut.
that go. Yeah,
Here's
we can
what I'm
make
going to
it
have you do, Paula. Roll a D8 for how many hours it's going to take you to fix the tent with mending all the pieces.
Could we cut that in half? Because I also have mending.
Yes, we can cut it in half. So roll a D8 and divide it by 2.
Oh, 2.
There we go.
Okay.
Ufa is very
Nice.
strong for a kobold, so he's like, and I have expertise in athletics, so he's like picking up the logs and bringing them over for her to mend, and then like holding things up while the other guys are like wrapping the skins back around it. And
Yeah,
Okay.
guys, we could do this.
I totally want the funny hat.
What was the hat?
All right.
Oh, yeah, I would take the hat.
Yeah, you know what? You deserve the hat. You almost got it. I
Do
hand the
go-
hat to you.
Yes.
We all almost died.
Guys, I burned that tree down. That was great.
That was very impressive.
I've never been so proud of myself.
My holy water made the Phantom Lady disappear. Truly, the dragon gods walk with the power of Razarak today. Yes, we showed them.
We did a good job.
It was way too close, y'all.
So this kind of sounds really dumb, but can we like search the tree? Like, I don't know. Like,
So technically,
what was
the gnome
tree?
skeleton was the treasure from the tree.
Oh, okay. So what? Does it have anything on it to kind of like discern like what the heck it was doing here, other than just like
an undead tree of some sort. They, based on how they were acting, it seems like that tree and the two dryad spirits were clearly pissed off at Red Ruth.
Mm.
Oh, yeah. She just leaves for a spa treatment. Just stay here and protect my house. It's like no big deal. Also, I'm gonna take your car with me. And then we get attacked by an undead tree. It killed like all of us except one, except the dragon, because you can't kill the dragon. Duh.
I mean, he was
Well,
dropped.
You
wasn't he?
dropped too.
Oh no, he wasn't.
No,
I
didn't.
dropped, and then
Who
I got
was it
back
that
up.
didn't drop? Oh, Dugo didn't drop from.
I didn't drop
Oh.
initially, and then
Yeah,
we had 2 crit
mhm,
successes
yep.
on
Death saves.
on death saves. That
Okay. Well, I'm just saying, she's got some explaining to do after her spa treatment. And I'm sure Razarak's going to take it up with her.
This is this is an unlikely coincidence that she leaves and then they show up. I feel like she knew about this, and that's when she left.
She set us up.
Guarantee you she's gonna thank us for taking care of her problem when she gets back.
And we made her hut more strong and nice.
It's very true.
Yeah, in
That
fact, you
window
fixed
was
problems that were there
unstable.
before that are no longer there. It's definitely more sturdy now.
After
Yeah.
we put all that stuff back together, Ufa suggests that perhaps we should take rest and we'll volunteer to take the first watch.
That's a very
Actually,
good idea.
I have a spell so we can all sleep comfortably and nothing will harm us.
You stole my thunder. I
Yes.
also have a spell.
Do you happen to have some kind of hut?
I do.
Oh, how
Does
nice.
Arkmir have the same spell?
With the hut, no, I don't have a hut spell.
Oh, what spell were you thinking of?
I was just gonna cast alarm, so at least we'd know if it came along.
But you could do that too.
But-
That's actually not a bad idea. We could alarm the tent itself, and then we could all just get a nice comfy rest while inside the tiny hut. Should anything
Ooh.
happen,
Yes.
we'll be alerted to it.
And inside the tiny hut, Arkmir will retreat to her little lamp, and then super protected.
Oh, I
Mhm.
forgot you had that. I forgot you did the genie thing.
These are like a bunch of nesting dolls.
So
Yeah, it's just
You
layers
guys
of protection.
are going to be inside of her hut. You're going to then have Liamon's tiny hut. And then there's going to be a little lamp that Arkmir's going to be inside of that.
Yes.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
And
then there's an
I
alarm
did
spell
cast
on the
alarm.
outside of everything.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. We will end the session right there with you guys taking almost a long rest.
Something's
You
gonna
can take a
count,
long
right?
rest. You can take a long rest. I'm just harassing you.
Oh gosh.
But yes, we will end there because that is the perfect cutoff point. Thank you, Bill. I'm so glad you could make it tonight. It's
Oh,
been too
thank
long.
you guys. I'm so glad that I could finally play in a game again it's been a really long time, and it's I'm not going to say that it's always pleasant coming back to Avernus, because it's not. But we had fun. We almost died, and then we lived, so it's all good, man. I'm glad I could be here,
Awesome.
and I'm pretty sure that Ufa in the next session will acknowledge that what happened was absolutely the divine mandate of the dragon gods, and that Razarak is the chosen one, and he's going to become a disciple of Razarak.
It's
I love
scared.
it.
It's getting
It
just
it
getting
fits
more grandiose as
perfectly
it goes on.
Yeah, it
This
fits
was-
perfectly with his divine archetype. So that's definitely happening.
So
I'm
was
not really
ready-
sure, Lee, what you have planned for the grand finale of this episode, but this campaign, but I'm really hoping it involves a gigantic black dragon.
I mean,
I'm
there
just
was a
throwing it
chance
out
if he
there.
died tonight for real. I was considering having him just morph into a giant black dragon that engulfs this whole area and is like entangled in the bramblewood. I was like trying to like, what could be a fun way to kill him off? Just all of a sudden there's this big black dragon. No, I don't know. But yeah, we'll come up with something good by the end, I'm sure. I kind of like the story continuing though. I don't want Razarak to ever die. So
I mean, I built a character whose whole thing is to not die.
But if he does, it'll be epic.
It was close today.
It was.
Those die rolls were good, guys. They were real good.
Not that crit fail that I had though. That was not good. That was the worst death save I've ever made.
At least it didn't come after a regular failure, though.
True.
Ooh, one time I let Lee in a game use inspiration on his death save after he had rolled a 1, and he followed it up by rolling another 1.
And died for sure. To a Medusa. And I was the only one with the beads on me that could reverse being turned to stone. Uh-huh.
So he was not the only one who perished.
Well, and yeah, so I died, and she said that I was the only one that could use the beads. That's the thing. The other character was turned to stone. So, but nobody could do anything about it because, you know.
It's fine. It's all fine.
All right, guys. Thank you for watching. This was Master the Game. I am Juice. Check out all of these wonderful people. Bill Allen. Razarak is Mage Blackthorn on Twitter. You can check him out. Blackthorn's Apothecary on TikTok. Nate WSD20. Bill Allen is the Bill Allen on YouTube. And Paula is Awkward Nerd Girl on Twitter, I believe. So go check everybody out, and we'll see you guys next time. This is Master the Game. I'm Juice. Game on.
Later.